Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. In the last episode, we got Chapter 3 of the game started. We got an overview of the Gallian capital, and we kind of caught up with Alicia and Welkin as they were being enlisted into the Gallian Militia as part of Gallia's program of universal conscription, which is the only way a nation like this even has a chance of surviving in the political landscape it finds itself. So, that is where we were. And then we went ahead and we went through all of the headquarters stuff, which you can get by, selecting the headquarters tab. From the menu, we went through the training field, the R&D facility, got the overviews of all of those systems, and then we went into the command room and selected all of the soldiers that are going to be part of Squad 7 for the time being. We can always go in there and cycle people out as needed, and throughout the game, new recruits will appear that we can go ahead and cycle in as we want. So, that took a little bit of a while, so we weren't able to actually finish out the whole chapter, so we're going to go ahead and finish up the whole chapter today. So, let's go ahead and start the next story cutscene, the flare gun. See what that's all about.
Welks! There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ys. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic. Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on. I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together. I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back. It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite-powered these days. That stuff is everywhere. Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
I gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ys.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time. All right, we'll get going for now then.
All right. So, the flare gun. We're certain that's going to be used at some point. All right, so... next set, the first op. We'll see what our first mission is going to be as part of the Gallian Militia proper.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vasel Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vasel Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vasel, just outside the capital.
That bridge is a part of the central transit artery, leading into Randgries. Our mission is to take it back. The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own. How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice. It's not like they'll be much help.
More help, perhaps, than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Hey!
Regardless, Vasel remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Who was that?
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the western bank to gain a foothold for reclaiming the bridge. Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out there.
First introduction to the General of the Central Forces, who apparently earned his position by, I guess, station rather than merit. Because he's an idiot. Alright. Alright, and this is unlock the skirmishes tab. Okay, I skipped past that. Alright, so we can use the skirmishes, which exist outside of the main story missions, to gain experience and money. And we can basically grind them as needed. And a lot of the skirmishes are actually based on the main story maps. So a lot of them won't actually unlock until we get past those parts in the storyline. Yeah, although we can still lose soldiers in a skirmish if they die. Because there is permadeath in the game. If you do not get a down soldier out in time, or an enemy gets to them while they're down, they're gone. So, check out the skirmishes tab. So we actually have the first mission that we did with the Imperial Scouts, so we can run over and over and over again for additional money and EXP, which I'm not going to do right now. And as you can see, there's all kinds of different skirmishes available, and there's like all kinds of like additional DLC skirmishes and everything that get unlocked later. I may run some of these once on screen, but I'll probably be doing most of the actual grinding for money and experience on my own off screen. So, let's go ahead and get to this mission. Taking back the west bank of the Great Vasel Bridge to prepare for taking the bridge proper.
Here are details on the current operation.
Alright, the Imperial forces deployed in defensive formation around the camp within the Vasel's urban center. You will assign our squad's positions, split between a city team and a riverside team. The city team will protect the base camp, while the riverside team strikes the enemy. At least that's the initial plan anyway. And our objective is to occupy the enemy's camp. Defeat the enemy units defending the camp, and then get to the flag hung above their camp to occupy it. Yep, we'll be responsible for assigning the combat positions of our soldiers, and we'll go through all that, which I'll actually demonstrate this. Intelligence reports they state that they have tanks in the area, so yes. So it's telling us that we want to include an anti-tank unit on the city team to facilitate knocking out the tank. Alright. Alright, so go ahead and get this soldiers in position. We just need to capture the enemy camp, and we will lose if an enemy occupies our camp, or all ally soldiers are killed, and or if Welkin dies, or 20 turns pass. Alright, so let's go ahead and position our units. So right now, we have Alicia out here, and we have Rosie out here. We haven't actually met yet, I had any interactions with yet. She's a shock trooper. And so I think we're going to start with the city team, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Largo out here. Oh, he is already out here. It's forcing us to put them out there. Because Rosie and Largo are your other sergeants. So they actually control command points. If you don't bring them, you don't get command points for them. Alicia is also another one of the sergeants. So she also has a command point, which means if they get knocked out, you lose that command point as well. Until they are back in the fight. Alright, so actually, we're going to want another... Actually, when I do this, I like to put a sniper out here. You'll see why. And then out here, we're going to have Vice. We're going to have Ica. And I think we're probably just going to go with... I don't need an engineer here. Probably just put a bunch of shock troopers out here. Let's see. Who do we want to bring? Country bred, Lancer hater, first aid boost, camp defender. Let's bring Alex. Lancer killer, desert allergy, melee skills, fancies women. Let's bring Salinas as well. Alright. That should do. Let's go ahead and deploy.
We're prepared to commence the operation. I look forward to good news from you.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out! All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams, City and Riverside.
Yep, we know about this already.
I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Right.
Shock trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? Couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
Alright, I'm back occupying camps. Right. So units stationed near camps get a boost of defense, the amount of HP recovered at the start of each turn. And tanks will even regain HP at the start of turn in the area of an occupied camp. And we'll get weapons with limited ammunition replenished in a camp area as well. And you can't occupy a camp while there are enemies around it. And so we want to defend our own and take down the enemies. So, makes sense. Alright, so there is a way to actually do this stupid fast, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to do this the normal way you're supposed to do it. Actually, I probably should have brought a sniper up here. Oh well. No big deal.
Entering combat.
We're going to start with the Edelweiss. we're gonna mortar these two guys. Let's see, let's drop it right in between them.
Fire!
Target silenced. Head to the
Killed
next one.
both of them. And then let's continue to advance.
Come in. I repeat.
Alright. Now, Marina.
Hunt begins.
What you are going to do is you do not get a lot of AP as a sniper, but you're going to move in this direction. I probably should have put her in the grass now that I think about it. That's okay. Alicia, I want you over here.
Enemy sighted.
Alright. Terrain actions. Okay, yeah, we can actually crawl in the grass. Alright, I am going to grenade this guy. Got rid of him.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
I think that there is another guy over here.
Enemy sighted.
There he is.
Secure all elevated vantage.
Gonna end my turn right there. If he tries to do anything, Alicia will deal with him.
Let's do this thing.
Rosie, I'm gonna have you come over here and set up here as well. Alright, we only have 4 CP right now. We have 5 guys to move. See, that's one issue here. Okay. We need to deal with this shock trooper.
No problem, boss.
Alright, so I'm going to take Ica. See, if I had a sniper, I could probably kill that guy in one shot.
It's over.
Got him anyway. Perfect.
Perfect.
Who are these guys?
Alright. You stay right there. Largo,
Watch this.
you are going to move up here and park yourself right about there. Because I know what's coming. Alright. Vice. I want you in cover. You won't kill this guy, but just take some shots anyway.
Just leave it to me. Take this.
Wear that guy down. Alright, set everybody up here, and we will end turn. Not a good idea, dude. Just charge directly into 2 shock troopers. Oh, here comes another scout. And he emptied his entire magazine into the corner of a wall. Ooh, are you gonna get too close to the tank? No, you're not. Unfortunate. Interesting. That was not a good idea. Okay. About orders. Okay, so as Squad 7's leader, we can issue orders, which I think I mentioned that before. Orders will cost CP to use. I'm not going to worry about any orders right now. Okay, so actually let's grab Salinas here, because he's the one guy we weren't able to get into cover. And I'm actually going to advance him to here. I'm not going to move Ica yet. Alright, Alicia. Can I hit him with a grenade? Yes, I can. That's Ty the Immortal. Wow, that barely did any damage. But he is no longer in grass cover.
Let's do this thing.
Which means that Rosie can now...
Try to stay sharp. Let's all get back home alive.
get right up in his face. Ah, there he is. Hi.
Go down. Huh.
Who are these guys?
I'm gonna start working her way back.
I'll mop the floor with you.
Alright. Edelweiss. Got an enemy soldier up here who went behind those buildings.
Enemy sighted. Enemy
And
sighted.
there he is. We used a coaxial machine gun. Yep, he was a leader unit. He had a command point. And some units are known as leaders, and they exist among both allied and enemy forces. Alicia is a leader, which I mentioned before. Yep, and when a leader is defeated, CP is subtracted from the pool. Yep, as I've already mentioned. Okay.
Hostile sighted.
Pay attention to the enemy's firing range.
There's an enemy tank. Alright. But
The hunt begins.
let's see. Let's move.
No problem, boss.
Let's move Ica. Up here. I mean, I can move her all the way to those sandbags, but I'm not going to yet. I'm just going to keep her there. And I'm actually going to spend all my remaining CP on the sniper.
The hunt begins.
Well, does she actually have a shot? Ah, I didn't realize that. Alright, end current phase. Alright, what are you doing?
Damage minimal.
Okay, well that was definitely another tank. That's an enemy engineer. Alright, each weapon holds a set of quantity of ammo. Alright. So Largo actually has ammunition. If he runs out, he can't fire anymore. Weapons with limited ammunition, including tank lances, sniper rifles, grenades, mortars, other explosives, so on. Well, actually, the ammo refills after a turn. Right. But only one use is returned. So if you use Largo 3 times and fire his lance 3 times, he'll only get 1 of his shots back the next turn. And an engineer can restock, which we have not brought an engineer on this map, so I'm not really worried about it. All right, Marina, I've been working to get you up to the top of this building. High. All right, let's see. All right.
Nothing personal. Sweet dreams.
Gotcha. Alright, we have an enemy tank.
New prey sighted.
Target sighted.
And we have a couple more enemies over there. We'll be dealing with them later. Alright, we're going to leave her up on this roof for the time being. Edelweiss.
Entering combat.
I need to get rid of that engineer. Do I have a shot at the radiator? No, I don't. Alright, let's just put a shot on it. I probably should have brought an engineer, but that's okay. I am actually going to use Marina again. Ooh, somebody down there has a shot. Ooh, okay.
Looks like there's something in that building's shadow.
No, I do not have a shot at that engineer. Unfortunate.
Watch out.
But I do have a shot at this guy.
Nothing personal. Sweet dreams.
Who are these guys?
Alright, Largo's gonna wait for that tank. The tank is gonna bust through this building, and Largo is gonna have a shot at its backside, which is good. Let's see, do I want to burn the rest of my CP on the tank? Yeah, let's do that.
Entering combat.
And one more shot ought to do it.
Fire!
Bingo. Perfect. Okay. Last thing we're doing is I'm just gonna get Alicia. Rosie can stay right where she is, actually. Shouldn't really need her much.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, let's take out that engineer.
Please hit.
And then keep Alicia here around this corner. Alright, let's go.
Ah, damn tank's busted right through the stinking wall. Well, it's my turn now. Stick this in your pipe and smoke it.
Stay sharp. Tanks can break through crumbling walls and trample down sandbags and trees.
He might put a mortar shell. Yep. No problem, though.
Just watch this.
Let's grab Largo.
Enemy sighted.
One shot to kill. Tank gone.
All right.
Alright, now that the tank is out of commission, I can use these guys who are hiding back here to actually come out here now. Knock that guy out.
I'm just warming up.
Let's grab Marina here.
The hunt begins.
Let's see. Who do we have?
Good night.
One down.
Dreams.
Nice work.
The hunt begins.
She has one more shot. Let's get rid of this guy.
Sweet dreams.
And then let's use Alicia
Okay?
to knock this guy out.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
And actually, I think
Take cover behind sandbags when possible.
we can just move her all the way up. Use her again. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down.
Good work. Keep it up.
And then we can occupy the base.
Operation complete. We took their base.
C rank, because I could have done this a lot faster if you do certain things, but it's alright. Alright, we seized a ZM MP1G from the enemy. Alright. So, battle's over. And let's do the next couple of cutscenes for the rest of the chapter. So, Ellet, War Correspondent.
We should just leave. We go over there, then we...
Hey there! You guys aren't with Squad 7 by any chance, are ya?
Yes, that's us.
Bingo! I've been looking for you. Meaning you, hot stuff, on the tank.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
That must make you Lieutenant Gunther, am I right?
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Oopsie daisy.
What? Hey, you can't...
Ah, nice to meet you too. Now, let's get right to the questions. So, you're the son of the great General Gunther, huh? You look awfully young. How old are you anyway? Must be your first war, huh? What's been the hardest experience so far? Wait, happiest. No, funniest. I'd also like to know hobbies, favorite foods, what you do on your days
Hey,
off.
lady! This is a combat zone. Excuse me, but what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, give me a break, will ya? Scoops are near danger, and I'm near scoops. That's right. The name's Ellet. I'm GBS Radio's top woman reporter. I smell a story, a good story, and you guys are it.
So, you're a reporter?
Very good, I'm a reporter, yes. I've been assigned to Squad 7 to conduct a series of interviews, thank you. Now, let's get back to those questions, shall we?
Alright. And actually, I think that she's the one who has supposedly written this book that we're actually progressing through. Alright, so the next cutscene here, which it looks from the icon there, it's going to be about Rosie and Largo, since we haven't really had much about them yet.
Ugh. Now he's giving interviews? Who does he think he is? Ooh, look at him. Son of some big hero. Please. He's still a schoolboy.
No kidding. One little win and he's the new Grand Duke. Ah, I hate kids. Whatever. He'll learn soon enough. Only one thing matters out there in the field, and that's experience.
Okay, well, that was it.
Chapter 4. Operation Cloudburst.
So apparently, Rosie and Largo are unimpressed by Welkin. Alright, so we will be getting started on Chapter 4. Oh, we got new tabs. Personnel, Weaponry, and Glossary. Okay, so these are basically encyclopedic information on the various characters, the various weapons we're using, and everything else. So we can go ahead and look through those, which I might do. There's some interesting information in there that we might want to go over. Castle Front Street is now available. War Cemetery is now available. Personnel tab has been updated. Yep, everything's been updated. So we actually got some new stuff to do back at the headquarters. If we go to headquarters, which, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. We have the War Cemetery. Let's go ahead and head there first.
Paying your respects? Sorry, I suppose that was a foolish question.
Actually, no, sir. I'm not here visiting anyone in particular.
Oh, then might I ask what brings you to a place like this?
I find it sobering, standing here in front of all those who died in the last war. That and seeing this much death reminds me that humans are just another part of nature.
Don't suppose I've ever heard that before. Judging from your clothes, you're militia.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther. I'm in charge of Squad 7, Regiment 3.
Gunther. I see. Squad leader. Very impressive for a young man.
Not at all, sir. I'm still woefully inexperienced. One wrong order from me and my squad could wind up here. It's a huge responsibility.
You respect the weight of their lives. Here, let me teach you a special order.
An order, sir? I'm sorry, who did you say you were?
Just a leftover from the last war. I'm afraid my orders require some experience, though. I can't in good faith teach them to those who lack the maturity to use them properly. Now, let's see. I'll teach you sniper support today. Use it to request backup from allied snipers to snipe a single enemy target. Well, what is your decision?
Alright, it'll cost us 6,500 EXP. We don't have 6,500 EXP. I mean, we'll ask for it. We don't have enough experience.
I see. I suppose it was too soon for you. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
So we'll see if we can pick that up later. Alright, and then we have Castle Front Street, which is
Hey,
published by
Lieutenant!
Ellet.
Off duty today? Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say? Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship. And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
Alright, so we have two of them. Signs of Gallian resistance. Or Flames of War sweep Europa. So I guess we can read through here. The Empire owned and run Terrace news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike the northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire's hold on Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Okay, and signs of Gallian resistance. In an interview given on the 8th, a spokesman for the Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counterstrike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that is thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end, and now stands before the gates of Randgries. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. So that is what we are going to be involved in.
And while you're here, I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people. But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started? I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you. See this fat stack of notes? I've got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Yep, so we can actually make investments in the book that she is writing that we are actually progressing through right now. So Ellet Embedded purchases interview content. Yep, we'll go ahead and buy that.
Thanks a million. I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out. Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike. I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
And so that stuff actually unlocks additional chapters in the book, I believe. A new episode has been added. A new report has been added. Personnel tab has been updated. So yes, if we go back here, there is a whole new series of cutscenes here that we can go through. Which I guess we'll probably do next time because we're way over time here. So we will go ahead and work on that when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.